How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today I need to talk to you about three different stocks that are all somewhat related to crypto or directly related to crypto. One, it kind of is. They're getting into crypto in a way with some big news recently, but their main core business is not crypto related. So I do want to throw that in here too. So these are three stocks that I think you have to look at now. I think they have so much potential, and they are three stocks that I've been trying to pound the table on over the last couple months because they were trading at such a crazy discount that I bought a good amount of them, and two of them have become my two highest weighted individual stock positions with what they've done over the last couple days. Now, I don't think it's too late for these if you're looking long term. So definitely pay attention, stay through to the end because I think all of these are great companies to take a look at. Now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button and the subscribe button, I really do appreciate that. I will say too, if you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, I do have a Twitter. You can see the handle right there. There's a link underneath the video too. It's further down though. And then if you guys want, you can get the link underneath the video to BlockFi. They're paying up to 9.5%. They're just raising some of the rates on stablecoin. So if you guys want that, there's also a bonus. And if you guys want to know when I'm buying and selling some of these stocks, I've been telling my Patreon members about it for months and months and months. Some of them are probably sick of me talking about these companies, but there's a link to the Patreon underneath the video. Some of these we are up a significant amount on. I mean, like 100%. Some of the options that I bought recently, I'm up 300% on some of these stocks. So let's look at the first one here, Matterport. So Matterport is up a good amount here today. So I am recording this on Friday afternoon. It's up 16% today. Now, why is this? Well, because of the big Facebook metaverse news. So this is the least crypto related stock on this list, but it's still somewhat crypto related because of what they're going to try to do, which is try to help Facebook create their metaverse. So this came out recently. If you don't know what Matterport is, they are a 3D scanning company. They build 3D versions of homes and of buildings. And this is where it gets really interesting. They're a software company. A lot of their revenue is reoccurring revenue, and it's high margin. Now, they are trading at a nice high price to sales ratio. They are around a $5 billion market cap, so I do think there's a lot of room to grow in the future. But they do trade pretty rich, but that's probably for good reason because they already have partnered with Facebook with a AI research collaboration. And they're also, I believe, going to work with them on their metaverse. So you can see in this video just from yesterday, like Facebook revealing their metaverse, you can see some of the layout of this room. And it's very similar to what Matterport has on their homepage. So I think Matterport's definitely going to be very important to their new metaverse project. And I think they're going to get a lot of business from Facebook. Now, there are a lot of other use cases for it. I've talked about them in a lot of videos, but you can look at them from an insurance perspective, a selling homes perspective. There are a lot of use cases for Matterport. Even if you just want to check up on a project that you're building like across the country, you can have someone go 3D scan your whole building because there are cities that will do that for you. And they have like a scan on demand type of business there. So it is fascinating. Again, it's pumping up 15% today. Of course, don't FOMO into stocks. Do your research, maybe dollar cost average over time. I was buying a good amount back in August when it was $13, $14, $15. Now we're up, 50% on that. So it is one that you have to pay attention to, though, especially with the collaboration with $1 trillion company. They're at $5 billion now. I think they could definitely get a good chunk of business. This is actually Sam jumping in from the future. I was editing the video and I realized there's a fourth stock that I need to include on this list because I'd be doing a disservice if I did not talk about it. They've had three big events happen recently. The stock is Coinbase. So I realize you might be saying, oh, Coinbase is boring. I already know everything about Coinbase, but think about this for a second. First of all, they have been at the top of the App Store. So top of the App Store, beating TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. I mean, Crypto.com's up there too, but Snapchat. Everyone wants to get on crypto now. And this is one of the top places to buy Shiba Inu, which has been blowing up. So I think they're going to get an extreme amount of users, a huge amount of users from this specifically. And you can see because so many people are joining Coinbase. Also, they did announce recently that they are going to have a NFT platform. So they already had 1.1 million people sign up within the first 2 days. And this is a couple weeks ago now. So I think once they have this will be an insane moneymaker for them that a lot of people don't understand. And as NFTs get more popular, I think as time goes on and as it hits more mainstream, people won't even know what OpenSea is. They'll just know about Coinbase. I think Coinbase is another place too where institutions will put their money to get into crypto because there aren't still a lot of crypto exchanges out there, and they're a large enough market cap. You can put in $1 billion worth of shares and it won't send up the price, 50% or something like that, right? So it's still a large enough market cap, being around about 70 billion, that people can take a large position in it. So that's just something to consider too. Again, not something that maybe we'll appreciate as fast as some of these other ones, but next couple quarters will be interesting. Plus, they're going to take some of their profits and reinvest into different cryptocurrencies, which will be fascinating too. Now, I will say too, a lot of the reports for the last quarter were pretty bad for earnings for some of these exchanges because crypto volume, trading volume went down. So just pay attention to that too. It might be kind of a rough quarter for their last quarter. And they announce on November 9. So that might actually be a good time to go out and buy some if we can get a nice low dip. Now, maybe they just continue to move up after that or before that. So just, approach with caution. DCAing, dollar cost averaging, might be the way to go. Crypto has been doing insanely well over the last month, up 50, 60, 900%. Speaking of Shiba Inu too, if you guys want, you can buy like $1 of crypto on Webull and you get $5 worth of Shiba Inu. So they're also giving the free stocks too, the 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300 if you put in like a cent. So if you guys want that, there is a link underneath the video. You can check them out. But the next stock is Voyager Digital, up 9% here today. And over the last 5 days, it's up an insane amount. So it was trading for $9.10 just a few days ago, and now it's up 67%. So what happened with this? So this is one of the top crypto brokers out there. They pay a really good interest rate, and they're a public company, obviously. So a lot of people trust them. I have crypto there. I will say that. And they have had some big news over the last week. First of all, they're partnering with the Dallas Mavericks. So they are the official partner for 5 years with the Dallas Mavericks. If you know anything about them, Mark Cuban is very vocal about crypto. And one thing to think about with Voyager too is they allow you to trade Shiba Inu, and Shiba has been going crazy. I don't care if you think it's a meme or not. People are making a lot of money on it, and Voyager offers it on their platform. So they're probably making insane amounts of money from people trading Shiba on their app. Also, another piece of news, Alameda Research is going to give them $75 million worth of funding. And Alameda Research is owned by Sam Bankman-Fried, and he is probably the richest person in all of cryptocurrency. He owns one of the biggest exchanges, FTX, or he runs it. He's the CEO and founder. And then also the CEO and founder of Alameda Research. So that is a big step in the right direction. Who knows, FTX, multi-$10 trillion company, or $10 billion company, it's really large. It's one of the top 3 or 4 exchanges out there. They might just buy out Voyager. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do that. But this is one that you have to pay attention to. They've been a crazy growth stock this year, but they have come down a lot since they were around $30. They're still only half the price they were back then, but they've grown a lot. So pay attention to this one. They're also going to stake some of their crypto and then make passive income from that to pay some of their users. So one that you have to look at now with some of these new deals that they're setting up. And then the next one, CleanSpark. This is my favorite Bitcoin miner. I actually bought call options on it a couple months ago, maybe just a month ago. It was right around here, I think, like end of September. And the stock's up 80 or 100% since I bought them. And my options are up over 300%. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys want to join the Patreon, you can check it out. Not everything's going to be a 300% return, but this has been a great return for anyone that has been in CleanSpark recently. Of course, they were up even higher at the beginning of the year when there was more excitement in Bitcoin miners. The thing about Bitcoin miners is it is kind of like a never-ending race to get more miners, and they have been getting more miners. Right now, they say that this is mid-August that they were mining 6 to 7 Bitcoin a day, and at current difficulty rates, when they hit 1 EH per S, so 1 exahash per second, they would be able to mine 8 to 9 Bitcoin a day, which they hit that recently. The thing is though, difficulty has raised by about 30% or so. So I think they're probably mining around 6 to 7 Bitcoin still. But at today's at today's price for Bitcoin, that's still a significant amount. I mean, that's like $400,000 a day. Multiply that by 90 days, that's $36 million. And it's a very high margin business on this. So I would not be surprised if we saw them hit maybe $35 to $40 million worth of revenue. Now, of course, it could be a little bit less than that because it took them time to get up to 6 to 7 Bitcoin a day because they were mining about 3 Bitcoin at the end of last quarter. But let's say it's 30 million or something in revenue, 25 to 30 million. That's still multiples higher than what they did last quarter, because the last quarter, I think they were right around 11 million. So still a huge increase. And this is one of the cheaper Bitcoin miners, especially if you think Bitcoin's going to double here soon. This is still a very good company to own because it does trade with Bitcoin's price going up. And a lot of people are going to feel FOMO and want to buy into the Bitcoin miners. Now, this company doesn't have as much Bitcoin on its balance sheet as some other miners, which is why it trades a little bit cheaper. But like I said, they're going to keep on getting more miners. They also have a grid side of their business that isn't tied as much to cryptocurrency. That was actually the original side of their business, but you can take more time to research it in your free time. So these are the 3 stocks that I think you have to pay attention to right now. Matterport, probably the least crypto related out of the 3, but still they're going to help Facebook with their metaverse, and Facebook's definitely going to try to, I think, interweave some crypto in there for people to play and earn and stuff like that. But let me know your thoughts on these down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, there are links to all the stuff that I talked about in the video, whether it's BlockFi or whether it is Patreon, or like I said, Twitter is down there too, and heck, Weeble's down there. So definitely check those out if you guys are interested. Sorry for all the plugs, but everything has its place here. So I appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.